part, give Syracuse credit. I thought their length really bothered our guys. And, you know, early on, when we got the ball into the logo in a few areas we were trying to get it to, we just couldn't convert or didn't convert. And whether that was a free throw line jumper, whether that was a spray out three, even our offensive rebounds, we had trouble converting. So, you know, it's ugly sometimes when you play Syracuse and you can't get the ball. You can't do anything once you get the ball where you want. And I thought that really we really let that affect our defense. And we haven't been that team that's let offensive struggles or missed shots, for the most part, affect our defensive energy and effort. But it did tonight. And disappointed, you know, I'd say out of 27 games, I haven't been disappointed with our effort in maybe one other game. And you can put that in that column.
Was the offensive struggles, was it just shots not falling, or were guys taking bad shots? What was going on?
A little bit of both. I think there were some rush shots, probably based on the deficit. I'll also tell you that, especially early on in the first half, I thought we got some quality looks. That you know, you go one for whatever it was, 13 in the first half. You're going to have to make some threes against their zone. We felt like the best way to attack their zone was to put somebody at the high post that had size. You know, for us to be able to attack gaps, get in the lane with our guards, with their length, their size, I think that's putting CC and Quan and guys like Ryan in really, really tough positions. So we opted to go that way. We weren't very successful. We didn't get enough stops where we could maybe score in transition before they could get their zone set up. It just became an ugly game for us on the offensive end, really for 40 minutes.
Was that why you tried to full court press for a little while there?
I mean, just to try to change up, you know, some type of tempo, try to be able to maybe create some offense from turnovers. In the very beginning, we turned them over a couple times, come away with 0 points. So, you know, again, trying to sort of throw spaghetti on the wall at that point.
Coach, you've been through a tough stretch in the last week or so. How's the team holding up?
I'm sorry?
You've been through a tough stretch in the last week, 8 days. How's the team holding
up? It's a good question. We'll find out on Saturday. We weren't very good tonight.
Are you concerned that particularly the Duke game is lingering with these guys the last week?
I mean, if I am, you know, it's we got to be able to be big boys and get over it. You know, no other way to put it. You know, the game's not coming back. The outcome's not changing. You know, I thought against Clemson, you know, we did what we needed to do. I thought tonight our energy level, once we started missing shots, became flat, and that's certainly not the answer.
Were there any other similarities that you've seen in how you struggled tonight to the Clemson game?
Other than struggling to score, but you're talking about two completely different defenses. You know, you're talking about more of a pack line, man-to-man, not get extended type team in Clemson. You're talking about a 2-3 zone, a lot of length and size here. So, you know, didn't think our defensive effort was affected when we didn't score the ball well against Clemson. Like I said, it affected us tonight.
Coach, where do you think Syracuse's defense stacks up in terms of other ACC teams you've played?
It's a good question. It's just unique. It's hard to compare. I mean, you know, I don't think it's the greatest matchup with the group that we have right now. But no matter who you are, you got to be able to make some shots to get them to respect you and sort of pull out a little bit away from the lane, the logo. But to me, it's one of the better defenses that we've played, certainly. I mean, obviously, we haven't played Virginia yet, who's you know, considered one of the best defensive teams in the country. They're just different, and they're a challenge because you don't see that every night.
I'm sure you've heard how games against Virginia have gone for Louisville the past couple of years, even before you got here. Does, you know, playing as disappointing as you did tonight, does that kind of add on to that pressure going?
I can't worry about games that were played, you know, before I arrived. You know, Virginia is a very unique team, a really good team. So we're going to have to be a lot better on Saturday than we were tonight.
Anything else for anyone?